we are going to have a company where that actually shareholders on both sides join in the board. So it'll be a relatively large board where we take on all the OneWeb shareholders in one joint company, which will actually give a very diverse board. In addition to that, we will continue to be listed in Paris, but we will also have a secondary listing in London, which will be completed at the same time as the deal.
It's been a tough time, of course, for the company. You've seen some areas of revenue fall, broadcast, for example. Shares have fallen quite a lot. What's the plan to turn this around? Is OneWeb basically the big kind of push from Eutelsat here?
OneWeb is the big bet. And yes, we've seen some pushback from shareholders, and that has to do with a bit of a big change. Eutelsat used to be a company paying very high dividends with a very stable cash flow, but not a lot of growth. And what we're telling them now is that with this merger, we're going to be a high growth company. We're going to stop paying any dividend, and they should see their returns coming back once we've paid $4 billion for Gen 2. So there's a bit of a 180-degree, which means that a lot of, especially the shareholders who are there, who like the annual dividend, are saying, well, maybe we'll take our retirement money somewhere else and go there. We have another set of shareholders coming in. I think that's very important. BPI is very supportive of the deal, who is already Eutelsat's largest shareholder today. We've seen CMSHM, which is a big French shipping company, coming in and picking up 10% of the shares, because they say we need a global network for digitizing our commercial maritime fleet. If we are ever to fully digitize our vessels, we need a network that's already on and is there all the time. So new also come in this different setting.
And I think it's fascinating when you say, well, we're going to be a growth company. How much has that really been driven by, the shakeup you've seen in the space that yourselves, but in particular OneWeb play in, with the likes of Starlink coming in, making a huge impact, Elon Musk, and what he's done to the satellite space, to the space as well. How much has that shift to we need to grow been driven by the sort of the disruption you've seen in your industry?
Yeah, no, it's very clear that space and satellite has lived very well from the broadcasting market, where we broadcasted pay TV channels. That's a market that's changing. You know all about that. It's all going on streaming revenues, and that's not a trend we can change. So we see a video and broadcasting market in slow decline, which is already making the space ready for a shakeup, and a lot of speculation about consolidation. Then on top of it, we just have the two biggest business innovators coming in and saying, oh, this is an interesting space, I can do something here. I can actually industrialize this niche. And I think that's what Elon Musk needs to have a lot of credit for doing, really shaking up this and say, I'll actually show that these LEO constellation will work with Starlink, and that's what he's done over the last 10 years.
Has Elon Musk and Starlink sort of changed the way you're thinking about risk-taking in your business?
I think Elon Musk is changing the way we think about risk broadly in business. I think one of the great things he's ready to do is putting his money behind taking risk and moving fast forward. And it's one of the things I keep saying is that one of the things we need to start doing is taking a measured risk, but also be able to move forward super fast and learn from those risks.